Okay, hello everyone. I'm as member of government would like to rebuttal about our opposition stance. First, I'd like to pinpoint that your argument are more like fantasy. I would like to talk about that in the future, in the black skin or maybe African's beauty standard can be an international beauty standard. That's just in fantasy or in the dream. That doesn't really stick to me, and it can be applied in reality or in real life. And without we know, K-pop become our new culture. And did you know that some of our that if you ask children nowadays, many of them are more knowledge about K-pop idols names or their K-pop idols history rather than our hero national hero name or history. For if you ask some children, they may know, oh, yes, I know Jimin. Oh, yes, I know YG. Oh, yes, I know about the history of FYP. But if you ask them, but do you know who is Sukarno? Or how do you know how the national hero defend our freedom, defend our nationality? Many of them doesn't know about who is that. Nah, so that's why some of we have to aggressively oppose that the K-pop industry in our culture to defend our culture. And secondly, opposition bands said that K-pop industry is just like any other entertainment industry, such as telenovela in from Western or sinetron in Indonesia, and that K-pop industry only tried to fulfill their demand of the consumer. But let me should be realistic. We as a people or as producer, we have to know which one is a good demand and a bad demand. And we have to become more critical about the consumer's demand, about the entertainment they want. But if the demand is not good, we have to fulfill their demand. If the demand is tried to against us one's culture or one's belief about beauty or about entertainment, why we have to agree with that demand or fulfill that demand. So that's why we have to aggressively offer the K-pop industry. And now I'd like to tell you about my assertion or argument. I will have 2 points in this argument. The first one, K-pop industry is create a physical and mental health problem. And the second, the K-pop industry will makes there will be a general stereotype for Asian people. Let me define this for you. First, nowadays K-pop idol they directly announce that they get first look by doing some kind of procedure such as plastic surgery or by using some pills. And that's why this and why this announcement or this statement create physical and mental health problem. Let me uh, let me ask you one thing. Do you remember Ollie London, fans of one of a certain K-pop idol that spent more than $100 on 15 surgery just to look like their uh, K-pop idol? And he become obsessed to become more like his idol. And that's that's some of fans really try to become, and that's one of many cases about some fans that want to be more like about more look like their K-pop idol. And because of that many fans they try to gain those looks by using some beauty pills or surgery. And because of that, many web company try to have more profit by selling a beauty product like such as beauty pills, makeup, and any other thing to gain more profit about those looks. So they announced that by using this product, you can be more like your idol. You can be more like this Jimin. Oh, you can more like this idol, certain idol. That's why this because and some of this company that doesn't really have any legal procedure to make those beauty products, and maybe this company using some illegal product that banned for beauty cosmetics, and that's why and that does and that's why this cause physical and mental health problem, and that's why we have to aggressively oppose the K-pop industry. And the secondly, now let's be more realities. We are now in the industry in era of industry 4.0, where in this era we can just look in our own country, but we more have open access to have more contact or more relationship with any other country, and that's why if we don't oppose the Korean industry or K-pop industry beauty standard, people from other countries can think that, oh, maybe Asian people is look like the Korean or K-pop idol. They tall, they have long legs, they skinny and such as. So when we meet them in real life, they will have this general stereotype about Asian people. That's why we have to oppose this K-pop industry or K-pop beauty standard that's make like, oh, didn't Asian people should look like this Korean idol, like K-pop idol that have long hair, skinny, straight hair, and such as, because some Asian people have more charcoal color, skin color, and some of them have the curly hair and such as. That's why we have to that's why we have aggressively opposed that the K-pop industry. So we can oppose, we can defend our general stereotype. That's all for me. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm the government whip, and I'm going to emphasize that every government that already present and posed before in the previous session, that come to a realization and be realistic and see what is really happening in our society. Like maybe the K-pop beauty standard or physical standard is really not applicable in our society. Why? Because of stigma that already is formed in society. Like women should be look like this, women should be look like that. Like they give us like a comment like we should look like tall or thin, or maybe if women have a problem with their face, maybe they will having a judgmental comment. That is why the beauty standard that is really formed by K-pop industry should be decreased by now, because that's why we should aggressively oppose the K-pop industry based on what we already heard before. And right now, I'm going to emphasize highlighting the concluding the opening government and the second opening government already presented before. The opening government said that the ban is encouraging the women to be themselves, to accept themselves, and meaning a self-realization, self-acceptance, and self-actualization, and need to appreciate the unity of women. Like we know that the feminist movement have a hashtag for women's movement, and it's really good movement because we women itself need to support each other, not doing a judgmental comment towards each other, because it will make us down. So that's why I think the feminist movement is a really good thing that we need to make a campaign about that, and also come to a thought that not only focusing on K-pop industry, but the feminist movement itself creating our own color. So we are like focusing on the K-pop industry, like women should wide and tall or maybe skinny. So we make because we are making our own colors, so we are fulfilling the expectation of the society. Moreover, that we often hear the stereotype, the generalizations of the Asians that we should look like this and that, and also we are really into the K-pop industry. We are afraid that it will harm the woman itself, because the stigma and the judgment of that is already heard in our society. And then because we already know that the expectation of the society itself is very high, and we cannot meet the standard, it will become insecure. It is what that's what opening government, the first opening government emphasized in the previous station. So because of the insecurity, that is why let's we aggressively oppose the K-pop industry, and also if we oppose the K-pop industry, at least we are not really focusing into the physical standard, the beauty standards, but that are recommended by the society. So we can decrease the discriminations that happen towards the communities. Like in here, the discrimination itself is a wide gap between one woman to another woman. Like, what is the discrimination itself in here? It's talking about the black color women and white color and the fat one and the skinny one. It is what we call the discrimination. So the feminist movement highlighting to stop the discrimination between one woman and another woman. So that's why woman superwoman is really to be declared in the feminist. Next is the next highlight of the second government is, as it's already mentioned by the K-pop industry, really showing the glorification for the certain society. We really will glorify the high standard that's set by the K-pop industry. What is the over glorified standard itself? It's because the glorification itself will harm itself, because we glorify the beauty and the high standard of beauty and then physical standard. That's why I say the over glorification is harmful. And you know the K-pop industry and innovation showing the equality and effect. But right now, we're not focusing that time. Yes, we believe that the beauty standard itself makes innovation towards the a company or even the certain industrial that know the beauty privilege. But we're not focusing there. We're focusing that the problem, the biggest aspect of the physical standard that the K-pop industry that rapidly and massively happen nowadays. As the second opening government said, that have maximum and campaign for education for women, awareness for women, and self public representation. But we know nowadays there are societies not really safe for the women, because kind of like sexual harassment and sexual abuse, and also like rape in the public transportation. That's why we really want to be safe and environment for the women. So that's why we're not focusing on beauty standard, but we are really focusing into the movement that feminists already do. So I think once again I want to emphasize that I want to emphasize, and I want to strongly agree that every single we government side aggressively oppose it. I think that's all, and thank you.